I'm going to be continuing my Saga campaign, playing the Siege of Gondor, the second quest in the Flame of the West expansion. The first player may raise each player's threat by 1 to search his deck for Androl and add it to his hand. Remove each burden with the following burden set icons from the encounter deck. So we're going to get Androl out. And we're going to be playing with the same heroes in our Bond of Friendship Hobbit deck. Merry, Pippin, Tom Cotton, and Sam. Then we've got Aragorn, same version as the last quest. And in this quest, you're trying to get through it as quick as possible. So I have changed, there's a few cards that I've changed is I'm putting in some hidden ways. And this is a proxy for the Strider's Path, where when a location is revealed, you can travel to it. So we're hoping to clear these locations. So we need to get a total of 3 locations cleared before we can travel to the great ship. We're hoping to do it in 3 to 4 rounds. And we got our Rosie, Cotton, Messenger of the King. And this deck is totally changed from other quests that I've played this campaign. So when I post the deck, I'll post a special deck that shows you the cards that are in this quest. They're all focused on location control. And we got the Army of the Dead boon card. Starting threat for the Hobbit deck is 30 and the Rosie deck is 16. We're both 2 higher because of the permanent threat penalty we took back in the Passage of the Marshes. Draw our opening hands. We want a Strider's Path or a Hidden Way. We got a Strider's Path, we'll keep this hand. Strider's Path or Hidden Way. We got a Hidden Way, we'll keep, and a Strider's Path, and 2 Woodman's Paths. Unexpected Courage and some Deep Knowledge. One A. Attack on Peligir. Add the Corsair's fleet Corsair side face up, and great Corsair ship to the staging area. Each player searches the encounter deck for a ship location and adds it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. 1B, 20 quest points. Each ship location in the staging area is immune to player card effects. The players cannot defeat this stage while the great ship is in play. When this stage is defeated, the players win the game. So we have to defeat 3 ships to be able to move on. There's the great ship. We're going to get 2 Corsair Drummond ships. Then we got the Corsair fleet. At the beginning of the quest phase, remove 1 resource from... At the beginning of the staging step, place 1 resource on this objective. Then each player must choose. Either reveal an encounter card or assign X damage among characters he controls. X is the number of resources here. So we need to travel and explore 3 ship locations before we can travel to the great ship. And the reason why we need to go through them quick is because each turn we take here is 1 more turn it's going to take before we get Aragorn in the next quest. And our threat goes up 1 higher now because of Andriel. Draw a card. Young Tom. We're going to play Sting on the Tom Cotton. Gave them their extra bonuses for the boon cards that they have. Save a resource for Strider's Pass. Go over to the hub. Oh, we have this to play still. Well, we're gonna, over on this side, we're gonna play a Deep Knowledge. Raise each of our threat by 2. And draw 2 cards. Unexpected Courage and Honor Guard. Lesson of Caution and Unexpected Courage. Okay, we're going to go over to the Hobbit deck. We are not going to play anything. Now we go to the staging step. We're going to each put one resource here and take one damage. Each take a damage. Put it on to Fatty and Pippin. Now we're going to play a Lesson of Caution. It has Secrecy 1, so it doesn't cost anything. We draw a card, and we're going to say the next card we play has Secrecy 1. And we're going to play The Hidden Way. At the beginning of the quest phase, search the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for a location. Make it the active location and return any previous active location to the staging area. Then reveal one less encounter card during this phase to a minimum of 0. Shuffle the encounter deck. So that costs 1. We got a ship. So we're going to make that the active location. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5 in the staging area. And we're going to quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we reveal one card. Black Sails, Doomed 1. Each ship location in the staging area gets +1 threat until the end of the phase. If there are no non-unique ship locations in the staging area, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a ship location. Well, we have 2 of them. So we added 2 threat, 3 threat. So we quest successfully by 8, and I'm going to exhaust Rosie to make that 11. So we clear this out and that goes to the staging area, and we put 8 on the main quest. Now we're going to travel to the Corsair Drumlin. Each Corsair enemy gains Archery 1, and shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck and discard cards until a Corsair enemy is discarded and added to the staging area. Okay, we're going to engage this. It gets +2 attack and +2 defense because the ship is the location is the ship location, and it's got 33, so we don't ready anyone, but we're going to engage it with the Hobbit deck and block with Tom. And does no damage with Sting, and we'll remove the shadow card, and we take no damage, no shadow. Now we go to the end of the round. Go to the next round. Card. We're going to put the Riddermark's Finest into play. Rosie also gets a resource. And now we're going to exhaust and discard Riddermark's Finest to put 2 progress on the Corsair and explore it. Then we're going to put the sword that was broken onto Aragorn. Over to the Hobbit deck. He now doesn't exhaust because he's got an artifact on him. Dagger. I'm going to spend 2 and put an Unexpected Courage onto Tom. Spend 1 and put a Dagger of Westernness onto Mary. And then we're going to spend 1, 2, 3 and put an Andriel onto Aragorn. There is 4 threat in the staging area. Now we're going to deal out the damage. I put 2 damage onto the Army of the Dead. And 2 damage onto Sam. And we're going to quest for 2, 4, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 'The first one is Black Sails, Doomed 1. Each ship location gets +1 threat. And if they're no non-unique ship locations in the staging area. Search and encounter deck for one, but there is. This card is another ship. We're going to play a Strider's Pass and travel to it, and when it's revealed, and go to it. So we added no threat to the staging area. So we quested successfully by 15. That puts 3 here and 12 here, bringing it up to 20. This is explored. Now we can travel to the Corsair ship. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Corsair enemy and adds it to the staging area. One of those enemies must be the Corsair captain if able. We got the captain. Now we're going to get the pirate, and the pirate doesn't need to engage us. And when it engages us, it makes an immediate attack. We're engaging with the Hobbit deck. So we're going to block with Tom Cotton. Sting does 2 damage. We're going to remove the shadow card. Now we're going to go to the combat phase. We're going to block with Tom Cotton. Sting does no damage and no shadow, so now we're going to block with Aragorn. Attacking for 4, no shadow, we take 1 damage. And we attack back and we deal 1 damage. Now we go to the end of the round. We're going to play a Woodman's Pass onto the ship. So that reduces its threat down to 1, or its hit points. Now we're going to go over to the Hobbit deck. We drew a spare pipe. We're going to put a spare pipe onto Tom. We get to search the top 5 cards of our deck for an event. Now we're going to go into the questing phase. Put a resource here. Now we have to deal out 3 damage. We're going to deal 3 damage to the Army of the Dead and 3 damage to Glorfindel. We're going to quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and there is 5 in the staging area. First card is a Peligir Quays. The next one is a Corsair of Umbar. So that is, we added 5 threat. We have to 10, so we quested successfully by 14. We're going to add Rosie to make that 17. Clears this and puts 13 progress here, 16 progress. So bringing it up to 36. And we explore the Corsair ship and play. When this stage is defeated, we win the game. So there we go. I did it in 3 turns, like I was saying. If I would have been able to do it in 2 turns if I would have had a way to put progress onto the ship during the planning phase before I put a resource there. Well, this was a great game, and thanks for watching. And I would say the MVPs were Hidden Way and Strider's Pass. Have a great day.